Later, we are making a fresh, bright, and sweet-tasting vanilla coconut jam cake.
Look, temperatures aren't the only thing on the rise this time of year. So are litters of kittens. And here to explain kitten season is our pet rescue expert, Larissa, and Best Friends Animal Society's Samantha Baldicianova. Nice to have you back. So what exactly, Larissa, is kitten season?
Well, so I have dogs. You know that. I'm here every day with dogs. My house is full of dogs. But I actually grew up with cats, and I'm talking lots of cats. My mom took in every stray cat that there ever was in Southern California, I feel like. So lots of kitties. There's just a few. And, you know, so I've seen it all and kind of been around kitty season and kitten season and what that means. And it sounds adorable. I mean, who doesn't want rooms of kittens?
Exactly.
But, you know, the ugly truth is that when the temperatures rise and heat up, all unspayed, or most, I should say, unspayed female cats tend to get pregnant and give birth. And litters, and we're talking kittens and cats can start having babies at the age of 5 months, 4 to 5 months. So we're talking a lot of babies. Most of these are community cats, stray, abandoned, feral. There are 30 to 40 million estimated community cats and only 2% spayed or neutered. So you can imagine the hundreds of thousands of kittens.
We got to get control on this.
Yes, and oftentimes they, you know, unfortunately pass in the world, you know, in the outside elements, or they get brought into rescues and shelters.
Oh my gosh, that's almost as, it seems like the way that bunnies multiply, cats multiply. I mean, I did not know this. So Samantha, you started your career right here in LA.
I did.
At Best Friends in the Kitten Nursery. And you've adopted, you have fostered, you have a lot of experience in this department. But you say, you know, sometimes too much of a cute thing is just too much of a cute thing.
It is. I mean, kittens are adorable. We're talking about the kittens that are like between 1 day old and a couple weeks old. They require a lot of resources, a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of space. They're pouring in by the thousands, these little tiny kittens. And they're unable, those are some of my fosters. They're unable to eat on their own. So you have to give them a bottle every 2 hours. And all day long, 24 hours a day. You have to help them go to the bathroom every couple of hours. They have to stay warm.
Is that because their mothers have been lost?
Their mothers would have done that. Yes.
Yes.
People just find them and bring them in. So the shelters don't have the resources to care for them. So unfortunately, they do have to euthanize thousands of them. But in our kitten nursery, we took in 3,000 in LA last year. 3,000 of those little tiny babies. And we were able to care for them. We went through each litter. Gets a name for the letter of the alphabet when they come in. The first litter starts with A, the next litter starts with B. We went through the alphabet 26 times last year. Yeah. So that's almost 700 litters of baby kittens in 1 year.
That's just for you guys.
Just for us.
But you were able to save those 3,000.
And we saved all three, over 3,000.
Oh, wow.
That's really sweet.
It's
really amazing.
Hearing you say it's one thing, but seeing it is another.
Yeah.
And Larissa, you actually, I mean, that's one way to create, obviously, momentum and energy, but empathy too for what's going on with the situation. Take us through what you saw.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. You guys have this kitten nursery set up, and unfortunately, hopefully one day, knock on wood, every rescue and shelter can have something like that. But let me show you what it looks like. So here's the outside, and you can see they have the goal of how many they want to save. Hopefully we even get past that goal. It's a big room. They have stations. They have cages. They have the little kind of crib areas where all the little teeny weeny, and they're all on heating pads.
I was going to say, do you need incubators?
Yes. Well, I'll show you in just a second. For the ones that actually can't even be in those little areas, they do have incubators. You can see they have, you know, saline solution to help. They have the warmth inside the incubators, and then they can get moved. Now, all the feeding schedule is done with this amazing technological app. I don't know how they made it, but it's all done virtually. It's so cool. I got to help out. You have to be very sterile, so I washed up. I put my gloves on. This is baby Zuma. And then we got to weigh Zuma, which you have to do before every feeding.
Oh my goodness.
Then they eat what's called gruel, if they're old enough. That was the gruel. And then you have to weigh them again to see that they're actually maintaining their weight and growing.
This is really like a true nursery.
Yes. Some of them can't eat the gruel yet, so they're on the bottles. And then, of course, there's playtime. You need playtime and socialization. So as you can see, every single cat, every couple hours goes through that routine.
How old do they have to be before they can be adopted out?
So we try 8 weeks is usually when they're 2 pounds, 2 months old, then they can be fixed and adopted out.
Well, then my goodness, Samantha, that has to be incredibly expensive.
It is.
Yeah.
That cannot be easy on the shelter at all. What can people at home that are watching or any of us here do to help? What would you suggest?
There's so many things, starting with being expensive. We do need donations. Every rescue does. Every rescue that has a kitten nursery, every foster, every shelter needs the kitten milk replacement. That's what they drink. They can't drink just regular milk like with lactose that we do. They need kitten milk replacement. We need little bottles. And there's baby cat food that's specifically made for like the little tiny kittens that are just learning to go from the bottle to regular food. So that's one thing is you can help donate. Another thing that's super important is to spay and neuter your pets because we need to stop. We need to stop making more of these kittens. Even if your cat is indoors, if they got out, they could make more kittens. So spaying and neutering is huge. You're saving lives. Adopting, always adopting from shelters, rescues, if you want to add an animal to your family. Volunteering, like you saw, like Larissa helped us, all these volunteers, feeding those baby kittens 24 hours a day. So we need lots of help with volunteering. Fostering is
what a great thing to do too for a young person to understand such a valuable
it's amazing. It's amazing, and everyone can help.
Thank you so much for teaching us all about kitten season. I didn't know it existed, but now I do. Wonderful stuff. If you're inclined to help out, you can visit the websites that we are sharing on our screen right now, and
please do help. Imagine what a great summer job that would be for someone in high school.
I
would love that. I would have done it. Maybe I'll do it this weekend. Thank you, Samantha. I bet Orly would do it too, won't you, Orly?
Yes, I would, Debbie. Thank you. Guys, don't go anywhere because coming up next, I'm going to show you how to make this absolutely beautiful wind chime that not only looks gorgeous, it sounds gorgeous too. Come on back.